Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. Gotta let that bass drop a little bit. How is everybody doing today? And then we'll drop the music down here now. We're gonna attempt numero trace. I think we're at trace. At doing an actually chill PC building live stream today. We're not. This isn't Thursday. This definitely isn't Whiskey Wednesday. We're gonna keep it casual to Tuesday. That doesn't have a ring to it. We gotta figure that one out. We successfully, if you guys were here, had a very chill, actually chill, Borderlands 4 gaming session on Friday night. No chill. Today's gonna be chill. Today's gonna be actual chill. Last Thirsty Thursday for the PC build, I mean, that was the farthest thing from chill I've ever seen in my life. That one was not chill. But we bounced back on Friday, and we're gonna try to keep that momentum going. So, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here for the win with the Twitch Prime resub for 2 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Need to stream games more. It was nice. That, dude, I love that you asked that because that is literally the first thing on my list. Like, I don't have a lot of notes, but I got a couple notes every stream. And the very top note today is to ask you guys if we should do more of the casual gaming streams. Dude, I'm up in the air on that one. I genuinely do not know. I am convinced that we're also drinking a actually, this is delicious, by the way. This is no slouch. This is an orange cream Coke Zero. Dude, it's so good. You do you, brother. I am very up in the air on the gaming streams. Like, I'm pretty convinced that like 95% of us just want to be professional gamers. Like, that is like the dream job. Maybe like 90%. I don't know what that's at. They gotta run some more experiments. And I feel like I get close to that whenever I stream the gaming. But the only problem is, A, like, I feel like I'm not providing enough value when I do that. I'm all about providing value. You guys know that. But B, it's not relaxing. Like, probably 99% of why I game is to relax. And running a live stream is not that relaxing. Okay, like, I like chilling with you guys, but I wouldn't call it relaxing, even if it's chill. So yeah, I'm torn. I'm torn on that one. We'll talk about that later. When does the giveaway end? I can't figure that out. I got you. Oh, that works. Dude, why are none of my buttons working? We gotta get the stream producer on here. This is ridiculous. There we go. If you guys are new around here, we are literally always running a gaming PC giveaway. Currently, hold on, let me change this to that. Currently, this absolute beautiful PC, the MSI Project Zero with the motherboard back cable connectors, that PC is what you guys are currently earning points to, the 9600X and the 4070 Ti. This is all the information that you need to know. About every 6 weeks or so, we raffle off these giveaways. This is the 14th giveaway that we've done this method. So from now until October 23rd, all you got to do is type in ! giveaway. Make sure you're logged in via Twitch. Sorry, YouTube, you got to be on Twitch. You can watch on YouTube, but if you want to earn points, you got to be watching on Twitch. And you can just earn points totally for free. The longer you watch, the more points you get. And the more points you get, the more tickets you have for the raffle giveaway. So obviously, the more tickets you have, the higher chance you have at winning. We do have some pay-to-win friendly options over here to earn more points. But like I always say, most people that win, we're just lurking completely for free, just off of free points. So best of luck to you guys. Make sure you hit the follow button. That way you don't miss the streams. I will be live tonight, obviously, and on Thursday for our normal Thirsty Thursday episode. I think that's it. Does that make sense? Are we all tracking? I feel like most people that are here are not new people, and you guys all know about how the giveaways work. Dude, I see Nightbot like going crazy Nightbot is banning like half of you right now. You guys better chill, man. Dude, I dialed up the Nightbot settings. I dialed them up, man. If you guys aren't being chill, Nightbot's gonna get you. Cool bicep veins. Thank you, man. I think they're cool as well. I appreciate that. Tracking high speed. I like that. I like that energy. Secret Squirrel 007. Dude, oh my god, that was not intentional at all. That is a great name for somebody that's tracking high speed. Absolutely love that. What are we doing today? We are building just a normal customer gaming PC for zttbuilds.com. I didn't have anything like super exciting to do. Like I said, I was thinking about playing Borderlands because it's just Tuesday. Decided against it. I'd rather get a build done. We're trying to beef up the amount of PCs that we have sitting in boxes ready to ship out. Most people know, like most people when they think of zttbuilds.com, they think everything's just sold out, which rightfully so. We're really trying to increase our numbers here. That way we can have a little bit of a cushion. And I'm gonna help those guys out tonight. So I'm gonna be building a Shadow Strike gaming PC tonight. Be new with the 2-month Twitch Prime resub. Thank you. Scarfo with the 300 biddies says, Zach, sorry we didn't get to hang out, but good to see you. Yeah, that Brett's community day. Brett had a community day here in Pittsburgh over the weekend, and my wife actually got sick right before we were gonna go. So I ended up taking both my 5 and my 4-year-old, and you know, they're a little demanding of dad whenever we go into public places. And so I already wasn't expecting to have to deal with that. So like when people were talking to me, I was like, I had a lot of conversations with people that wanted to come up, take a picture and whatnot. But like, I was like spaced out the whole time. I was just like worried about where my little guys were running around, playing with everything, you know? So I was really concentrated on them. And I also did not expect Brett to make an announcement whenever I arrived. So like whenever I got there, like, dude, I got like bombarded, which is all good. But it just like threw me off a little bit. So yeah, sorry we didn't get to hang out, Scarfo. But at least we got to see each other, man. Dan with the Twitch Prime sub as well, thank you. Do you like root beer? That's called the dad mine, yeah. Yeah, I gotta be focused on the kids. I don't drink root beer, but I like root beer. Brett blew up your spot. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. Like I thought I was just gonna like kind of like hang out, like people would come say hi like throughout the night, but he just announced that, and then like everybody that was interested in talking to me just like all went at the same time. Sojai is here, so it won't be chill. Thank you for the heads up. Appreciate that. Those orange Coca-Colas are the best. This is so good. This is orange cream Coke Zero. I only drink Coke Zero. I'm not saying it's healthier. I just don't want the calories. I only drink Coke Zero. This is the orange cream version of that, and oh my god, man! I bought two dozen. That sounds weird to say, but it is a dozen, right? Yeah, I bought 2 dozen of them. I've been drinking the cherry Coke Zero. That one's also good too. Capek with the 300 biddies says, can't buy tickets through mobile. Well, you can't buy tickets anywhere. What? Oh, you mean for the giveaway, like for free? That shouldn't be a problem. What? I don't know about that one. Thank you for the 300 biddies. I have never seen somebody complain about that though. Cherry Coke Zero goes hard. It does. It does. So yeah, we're gonna be building just a customer's Shadow Strike. Nobody bought this yet. We don't list PCs on the website until they are stocked and ready to go, configured, stress tested, and all that. So this will be a future customer's Shadow Strike PC, but at this current moment in time, I don't know who. But since this is a casual Tuesday stream, we're not gonna beat around the bush here. We're gonna get to it. This is actually one of our more pre-building the pre-built. Yeah, that's a 100% excellent way to say it. We was it? Oh, this is one of the more elaborate builds that we do, which is not elaborate in the grand scheme of things, but this build takes a while. There's a lot of extra steps that we got to do for this PC. So I don't want to waste too much time because it is a Thursday or a Tuesday. So for the, well, what am I doing? We don't start with the motherboard. We start with the CPU. We got none other than a Ryzen 7 9700X. And that's going to be plugged into this ASRock B850 Pro-A Wi-Fi. I've been a big fan of this motherboard lately. I'm not sure how this would pair with like a top-of-the-line 9800X X-Ray-D or anything. That's not what we really pair it with. We're more in the 9600X, 9700X range. But this has been a fantastic price-to-performance motherboard. It is not super expensive. And it's been working great for us. Ads, I know, dude. I see them. Like, I see the ads. But we're going to keep it rolling. You guys think they understood what that meant? I see the ads, but we're going to keep it rolling. Sorry. Next up for the RAM, we got some G-Skill Flare X. This is a 32 gigabyte DDR5 kit. 6,000 megahertz with a CL32. Sometimes we got to settle for 32, man. We try to do CL30 as much as we can. Sometimes inventory levels just don't play nicely. So CL32 is still absolutely perfectly fine. For our SSD, oh boy, where's the SSD? I don't even see it. Oh, brother. There it is. SSD. We got a tried and true Silicon Power UD90. This is a Gen 4 NVMe. 2 terabytes. We got to go 2 terabytes on the Shadow Strike build. To cool the 9700X, not that it needs this much cooling, but we like it. This is the Corsair Nautilus 360 RS. This is a very clean, all black AIO. This is, as you can tell, or hopefully are telling now, this is an all black super stealthy build. And this is probably my go-to option for, on the slightly higher end, all black options here. I really like that one. For our graphics card, we got an Asus Prime RTX 5070. So we got the 9700X and the 5070. That's like borderline mid-range to high-end. Probably closer to mid-range, if we're being honest. It depends on who you ask. I really like this Asus Prime model. Super clean. I love the black on black text up there. And yeah, I probably don't need to say too much more about the 5070. One thing that we add to all of our 3-fan GPU pre-builts is a GPU sag bracket. This is a very, very good one. We'll definitely talk about this later in the live stream. This really protects it during shipping. I am not worried about the actual sag. This is a shipping protection measure that we do on ZTT builds to try to eliminate the broken PCs that come during shipping. That has worked tremendously for us. And then finally, the case. This is a Fantex XT Pro. I wouldn't necessarily go with this case if you're concentrated on like your one and only gaming PC, pure performance, because it doesn't come with fans installed. It's only one black fan, but since this is an all black stealthy build, it works great for us. Super high quality, super clean, not fish tank for the people that aren't interested in that. But then we do throw in, or not throw in, we install, we do install 3 extra Thermalright 120 millimeter PWM fans because, again, like I said, it doesn't come with any fans other than that rear exhaust fan. So we have all of those on deck, and that is the parts list. Sorry that you guys were watching ads. I was trying to sign language you guys, saying that I understood you were watching ads, and I apologize. But we gotta keep it moving over here, man. We gotta keep it moving. We also have the paying customers. Sometimes they don't like when we just hang out and watch paint dry while we're waiting for the ads. So apologies on that one. Portugal with the 2-month Twitch Prime resub. Thank you. Python gifting out our first tier 1 sub of the evening. Appreciate that. And Fat Banana, dude, with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Why not AMD? Because it's not an AMD build. Not every build is going to be AMD. We have multiple AMD builds on zttbuilds.com. This is just one of the NVIDIA ones. Don't think too much about it, man. Okay? Not all of them are going to be the same exact parts. Not all of them are going to be the absolute meta parts. Sometimes we just have to sell NVIDIA. It's okay. How dare you use Intel? You shill? Yeah. Totally. I'm going to send you a full turtle enclosure with live turtles. Okay, I'm not going to lie. If you did that, that would be bigger than Christmas in my household. Both my kids are absolutely in love with turtles. Their last birthday party before this most recent one was literally turtle themed. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but when kids have birthday parties, the normal thing to do is to make the theme of the birthday party whatever they're currently into. So if you're going to a kid's birthday party that is Blippi themed, you just buy them Blippi gifts, you're good to go. You know, you go to a Minecraft themed birthday party, you just buy them something Minecraft. We had a turtle party for both my kids. People are like, what should we buy the boys? What kind of, and we're like, dude, like literally anything with turtles. And then they got it. I mean, we got everything turtle around here. But please, with all that being said, what's a Blippi? Dude, for the non-parents out there, I'm just gonna give you a tiny sneak peek. Dude, if you're a parent right now, like the last thing you want to watch tonight on a PC building live stream is a Blippi. I'm just letting you know that what we got over here. This is Blippi with 25 million subscribers. It's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, man. It's some would call it a way of life, but try not to go that far. No way you don't know what Blippi is? I mean, to be fair, I had no idea what a Blippi was till I was a parent. PTSD? Sorry. Sorry. If you got past the Blippi phase and you just saw it, yeah, sorry if I triggered the PTSD on that one. I will say that we're almost out of the Blippi phase. We're almost out. Like my 5-year-old isn't really interested in Blippi anymore. If my 4-year-old is watching Blippi, sometimes he'll want to watch it, but like he never like wants to watch it anymore. But my 4-year-old, like every time we give him the choice of what he wants to watch, he just like instantly still defaults to Blippi. He just like screams Blippi, but then we'll watch Blippi for like 3 minutes and he's like, I'm done. Or he'll want to watch something else. So like, I don't think he actually likes Blippi anymore. So I feel like we're on the tail end of the Blippi phase. We're almost out of it. Zach, we got to get the show on the roll. Dude, say no more. Hold on. I need tools. I don't have a knife, and these are all new parts. Gotta fight through that muscle memory. Yeah, that's 100% what it is. It's just, if he gets the option to watch anything, we need that. We need this today. I'll show you why we need that in probably like an hour from now. We need that. We need that. We might need that. I think that's it. I think we're good to go. Okay. Let's start cutting this up. Get this 9700X out. And get this show on the roll, shall we? Intel stickers are looking a little sparse. Some things never change. Hey, as soon as Intel releases a meta CPU option that makes it tough to use anything else, I will use it, man. Like, I'm ready. It's just they don't really have that right now, so I haven't been using it. I'm ready for some CPU competition. I think we all are. I am tired of having like 3 meta CPUs, and that is all we really consider. That's not fun as a content creator, man. I want some options. Don't cut yourself. I will try not to. Thank you for the heads up. OG player with Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Gary Boy with the tier 1. Dat1 Oof with the Twitch Prime sub. Lil Too Good with the $2 YouTube super chat says, what do you daily drive for your PC at home? Right now, that is a 9800 X3D and a 9070 XT. I am not gonna lie, I've been kind of itching to go back to the 5090. We don't need to rehash out that whole story, but we might do a stream at some point that is like a personal daily driver rig upgrade video or live stream. I think that'd be kind of fun. All right, let's get out our 9700X and put this in here. AJPJ Gaming gifting out a tier 1 gifted sub. Thank you very much. Okay. We got our 9700X. I'll put that in there. Text is oriented upright, or you can just match the gold triangles. That's all in there. Close it. Oh, nope. Close it. Nope. There we go. Latch it down. This thing pops off. We're good to go. I'm going to take credit. Take credit on my sticker over here real quick. I gotta stop slacking. I haven't been updating my sticker game as much as I should, so I gotta remember to take the time to add to this collection I got going on here. There we go. All right. Next up, let's get this oh, Cards of Life gifting out 3 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. No Ryzen 9 stickers? Yeah, I don't know why. Or no, I do. I think so. I mean, I've definitely built with some Ryzen 9s. Did I put them somewhere else? No, I just see, I've been slacking. Granted, I haven't built a lot. But yeah, I've been slacking. I gotta remember to actually grab those stickers. There's some big time slacking over there. Where's the Ryzen 4070 sticker? That one is top secret, man. That one you can't just show off. You know, you gotta be a little careful with that one. All right, here we go. We got our Flare X kit. This is a 32 gigabyte DDR5 kit. This is what I called all reliable. G-Skill already as a brand is some of the most reliable RAM out there in my opinion. But this Flare X5 kit has just been rock solid steady on our AM5 base builds. Well, that's pretty much our default RAM choice that we go to if we need a non-RGB all black kit. RAM wiggle test? Yeah, we'll do that. Hold on. Yeah, my bad. I actually completely forgot about that. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tired today, man. I stayed up last night a little bit later than I should have. I'm a touch tired. I completely forgot about the RAM wiggle test. We're gonna do it. Don't worry. But I got a little bit of momentum here right now, so we're gonna take advantage and get this SSD installed. Then we'll do the RAM wiggle test. Plop that off. Pull the thermal pad protective off. Slot in our UD90. Make sure that is locked in there. And then we'll put this back on there. Just like that. Thrillix with the 4-month resub says Steelers stressing me out. Like I said, man, we're doing a chill PC building stream. If we start talking about the Steelers, I mean, there's a reason I didn't put them as my wallpaper today, man. It's only Tuesday. I'm still trying to recover from that one. That was a tough watch this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. All right, here we go. Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's what they mean when they say B850 motherboard. Oh, that is, dude, that is solid. That's like an 8.3. No. That's like an 8.7. Oh, man, dude, that feels great. That's actually really in there, yeah. That's impressive. That's really impressive. That's one of the best. Not quite the best, but one of the best RAM wiggle tests I've ever done. Oh, Fat Banana also gave out a tier 1 gift sub. Thank you. I missed that one. My fault. Felosi Tech over on YouTube with the $5 super chat says, hey, just checking in. Just noticed my sticker collection looks like yours, but on the wall. What? You put your CPU sticker collection on the wall? Like straight on the wall? Dude, that's not chill, man. That's not chill. That sounds a little questionable, man. Dude, it's Fat 3 Tana. You're acting like I'm supposed to know that. Like everybody knows what Hold on, let me Google that. Hold on. Actually, let's go incognito mode for that one just in case. Fat 3 Tana. Like, am I supposed to know what that means? No, that's literally nothing. You act like I'm supposed to know what Fat 3 Tana means. Like everyone knows what a fat banana is. Oh no, what an idiot. It's Fat 3 Tana, bro. How am I supposed to know that, man? Okay. Dude, but this is supposed to be a chill stream, Fat Banana. Come on now. Now's not the time to be giving me the Fat 3 Tana lessons. No, Tana is my actual name. Is your first name Fat 3? Like, I'm still not tracking this one, man. This is not quite adding up. Okay, this is the... Now that my brain cells are completely fried from that conversation. This is the Corsair Nautilus RS 360, or 360 RS, I think. We need this for sure. We need some screws. We do not need an Intel backplate. We need an AMD bracket. And we don't need the instructions, because I've done this one a couple times now. Isn't that cooler overkill for this build? Yes, it is. Like, you definitely do not need an AIO for a 9700X, because Ryzen 9000 series CPUs in general are actually very cool and efficient. That was part of the whole point of them, I guess. You definitely don't need an AIO, but I wouldn't say it's overkill. Like, if you say it's overkill, then almost every single AIO is going to be overkill, because there is less than 5 CPUs that actually require an AIO these days, at least current gen products. Requiring an AIO is not really a popular thing anymore. So if you want to consider that overkill, then like that's fine, but that's not how I would classify it. How are you feeling about how the Steelers have started the season? So, I think the best way to describe it is we have gone from the very top of the roller coaster from week 1 to the absolute bottom of the roller coaster. Now that we got that out of the way, we got to see what the rest of the season looks like. There's a chance that we go underground. You know, I don't know. There's also a chance that we just go back up and like, dude, we just keep on going on the boosters. Who knows, man? But right now, that's what it's looking like, man. That's what it's looking like. The one thing I will say, and you'll only know this if you've actually been watching the Steelers play, is Aaron Rodgers looks really good. Like, he's not making mistakes. That one interception that he had on Sunday, that one wasn't even his fault. Like, he is actually looking good. It's our defense that looks atrocious. So, that's a little bit of a concern. Defense had no business being that bad. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about the highest paid defense in the league. The highest rated defense on Madden. Like, they got no business, like you said, being that bad. They have been pretty bad lately, which is unfortunate. But it's not like they don't have the talent to be good. So hopefully they can make some changes. But we'll see. How do you trust Madden ratings? Like with my life, I would say. Somewhere around that range. Is that a Moza FSR on the shelf? Yes, it is. Good eye. We need that. We need that. We don't need this. And this is trash. Oh, and we need that. Okay. Coolitty Poop. Wow, that's actually your name. With gifting out 2 tier 1 gifted subs on Twitch. Thank you very much, Coolitty Poop. Thrillix with the 4. Oh, no, I read that one. Mr. Bloonsky with the $2 says, eat apple. Look, man, I don't tell you how to live your life. Please don't tell me how to live mine. I don't even know what you're trying to say, man. Other than I should eat an apple, but I don't know what you mean by that. I'm going to take it as disrespect, though. Felosi Tech with another $5 super chat says, like, it's low-key around the ventilation panels around my Hot Wheels collection. Pretty fire, not going to lie, because my stream cam is fired to it. All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. All right, I think I've counted successfully 12. I could be wrong, but we're gonna send it and hope that we didn't mess that up. Bro was getting rage baited on a chill stream. Am I? I don't know. Like maybe you're getting rage baited. Maybe I'm rage baiting you. You ever think about that? Why do you sound different? I don't know. Maybe it's a different microphone. Like, you know the whole concept of how, like, microphones have... Never mind. It's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. I don't know why. Maybe it's a voice changer. Force of Flight with the 4-month resub says, always appreciate your content. I actually work at the Pittsburgh airport, so it's cool that the content creator who helped build my computer is so close. Still recommend getting a zip tie gun that cuts the zip tie off flush, but I will keep watching regardless. Happy building. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'll be at the Pittsburgh airport here soon. Intel is flying me out to tour one of their new facilities. I think in like Arizona or something. I honestly don't even know where it's at. That's in the, oh wow, that's soon actually. Yeah, I gotta get dialed in for that one. Maybe I'll come back recommending Intel CPUs after the fully paid for trip. Who knows? I could go full Intel shill in the next couple weeks. Broom with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Reckless Moment also with the Twitch Prime sub. Leor with the super chat, thank you. Mr. Balloonsky with another $2 super chat says, sorry, Zach, no disrespect here. All right, I'll just eat my apple and shut up then. Got it. Dark Deed with the Twitch Prime sub. Oh! Dude, Cards of Life is not messing around. That's another 5 tier 1 gifted subs. My goodness. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's big time. Carmen Chaos with the 12-month resub, aka. Wait. Do we have a color? Yeah, that's the full color ZTT badge. Let's go. It says 12 months. Dang. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you. I am now. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 12-month support. My eardrums? Should I turn it up? Is that what you're saying? I should turn it up. Can you speak French? Oui. What are your thoughts on the iPhone 17? I have not seen a single thing about anything that happened at that iPhone event. I'm not even tracking that there is a new iPhone at this point, man. I have no idea. Should I know about it? I think I have a 13 still. Maybe a 14? No, no, it is a 13. I have the 13 Pro Max, I think. How's the day going? It's going good. Had a pretty standard day. I mean, guys, I do the same thing almost every day. I woke up at 7. Did some family time till 8:30. Got the boys to school. Went straight to the gym. What was it today? Push day. So chest, shoulders, triceps. Came home, ate lunch, showered. Got to the office by like 11:30. Worked until 5. Tuesdays are my content days, so I wrote and filmed 10 short form videos today. Pretty happy about that. Then I did some various things around the office. Planned some new builds. Went home, family time. Ate dinner. We had soccer practice today. And now we're here. Keeping it moving, man. Keeping it moving. I have been very much enjoying our soccer practices, though. Like, I keep posting pictures on my Instagram stories. Imagine what soccer practice looks like. I think you can. Like the feeling of having my Steelers lawn chair, you know, hanging out, just watching soccer practice is like, oh man, I love this phase of parenting. It's so fun. Just chilling, watching soccer practice go. I'm really enjoying it. It's called football. Not in these neck of the woods. Oh, easy now. We're gonna install these little AIO standoffs on here. Zev Nation with a tier 1 sub, thank you. Leo, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate it. You seem to be building this PC a bit faster. Yeah, I gave the full disclaimer at the beginning of the stream. We're gonna keep it moving a little bit tonight. This is just a casual Tuesday PC building stream. Just realized that we don't have an IO shield. I gotta get that out. We're not doing the whole song and dance for Thirsty Thursday like we normally do. And also, this is one of the more elaborate builds that we do with the AIO, the GPU bracket. Like, I'm gonna show you how we do these GPU brackets here in just a bit. It takes a while. It takes a while. So This is one of the longer builds on zttbuilds.com in terms of assembly. So we're just gonna keep it moving a little bit. But so far we got the AIO prepped, we got the motherboard prepped. We're making some good progress. I hope that's okay with you guys. Where's the sparkling water? That's coming up next. Right now we got the orange cream Coke Zero. Who's your favorite Penguins player? I literally only know one Penguins player. I don't really watch. I definitely don't watch hockey. I'm pretty sure that one person that I know is still on the Penguins, but there's a very real chance that he's not, or he's retired. I got no idea, man. I don't watch it. Felosi with another $5 super chat says, to sum up the iPhone 17, thank you, this is much appreciated. The Pro Max looks ugly, but in single core performance, the CPU on its... Dude, I don't care about single core performance on my phone. I need a break from core performance. Is faster than the 9950X or a 14900K and the super thin Air. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Is it better or is it faster in terms of clock speed? Because faster clock speed doesn't mean it just instantly better. Is it actually better? Apple fanboy talking. Got it. It's just clocked faster. Comes in orange. Well, that does sound ugly, so he's got a point. How do the monthly drops work? Just go to zttbuilds.com/drops and scroll to the FAQ at the bottom. It shows you everything that you need to know. I know nothing of phone. I don't either, man. I stopped caring about phone specs. Like like I totally support if you don't have this mindset. Like I definitely support it. But once you get to the point where it's just like, okay, whenever I need a phone, I'm just gonna buy the latest iPhone. It doesn't really matter what they come out with. I know this is like very basic, not techie, not nerdy at all. But I buy a new iPhone whenever I need it, like every 3 or 4 years or whatever the going rate is. And whatever is the newest iPhone, like that's just what I'm gonna get. I'll worry about the storage and whatnot, but other than that, it's like, dude, I don't really care, man. Like just, I want a good iPhone so I can take pictures of my kids and it doesn't look like ancient technology whenever they grow up and look at these pictures. Other than that, I don't really care. I'm rocking the 12 Pro Max. Yeah, I think I have the 13. I gotta look this up. I'm pretty sure mine is still the 13. I don't even know how to do this, to be honest. The phone is not my... Yeah, I got a 13 Pro Max. So I'm now 4 generations out of date. Is the mic detachable on the Corsair HS80? No, it is not. It does mute whenever it goes up like that. What the... What is on my... Oh, that's foam. Why did the foam slightly melt off into the plastic? How hot was this box heated up to during transit? That's a little concerning. I don't know. Maybe it's like that every time. I have no idea. We'll find out. I ain't plugging that PSU in. You're right. You are not plugging. Do you recommend a CPU holder / frame for the Intel rectangular CPUs? Yes, I actually do. For AM4 and AM5, no, it's not necessary. If you want to, go ahead, but it is not necessary. It actually makes a noticeable difference with the rectangular Intel CPUs, just because of the shape of it and keeping it perfectly level with the CPU cooler. But other than that, it's contact frames aren't like super necessary. Matthew with the $5 super chat says, my PC starts normally, randomly it will stop loading anything and is extremely slow. I shut down and restart, it works again. Randomly happens. Overheat? Check your temperatures. That's not a ton of information to go off of, but if it starts up normally and then when loading, it'll get extremely slow. Like that right there is what thermal throttling looks like, because like your CPU could be ramping up super high in temperature. It'll automatically downclock so it gets within the safe temperature range. That could be that. Maybe the plastic protector is still on your CPU cooler or your AI. Like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm just guessing here with the information that you gave me. I would definitely check temperatures, though. Roman Hills with the $5 super chat. Welcome back, Roman Hills PC. I took a chance and purchased the Jungle Leopard PF240 for my next build. Check it out. I couldn't find much about it at all. All right, remind me afterwards. I want to get this build going. But best of luck. That is not a name brand. Jungle Leopard. Yep. That sounds like a tough one. Okay. These are the cables that we need for this PC. We have our 24 pin for the motherboard. This is a modular power supply, so we pick and choose which cables we want and then plug them in accordingly. That's plugged in. We unfortunately have a 12-volt high power connector because we will need that for our NVIDIA GPU, which we will plug in here, and I will double and triple check that that connection is solid here at the power supply. Also going to plug in a 4+4 for the CPU power on the motherboard. And then one thing that we do at ZTT Builds is, even if the build doesn't need it, we still plug in a SATA power connector, and we leave that like readily available, or accessible, I should say. Just because if somebody wants to throw in a SATA hard drive or RGB accessory or whatever, we don't want them to have to, you know, go through the hassle of removing the power supply, finding the cable, plugging it in. So even though it makes the cable management look a little bit less neat, we think it's worth the convenience factor for the people that need it. But that is going to wrap up our power supply prep. W customer service. You pick up little things like that along the way. I think stuff like that, it adds up over time. Yeah. Felosi with the $5 super chat says, it's faster in single core, but of course it's slower in multi by a lot. Also, if phone CPUs could work on PCs, would you buy them? No. I would not buy them. Nope. Good thing we don't have to worry about that. I would not buy those. What's the GPU? Let's get it out. This is the Asus Prime RTX 5070. This, I've said this so many times during this generation of graphics cards, but I am a big fan of what Asus did with these Prime GPUs. They actually have the Prime series for both AMD and NVIDIA based cards, and not flashy, not a ton of aesthetic action going on here, but just enough, especially for a stealthy all-black build. I like how this GPU is, man. I like the design of it. The side profile, very clean and minimal. I love this, the black on black prime lettering here. This is a very basic card, and this is what they all look like, both NVIDIA and AMD. I like this. Can this play Fortnite? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Maybe in like 720p. I have the same GPU. It's a good choice. Start getting rid of some of this stuff. Like we just leave these all in here for the customer, including the anti-static bag in case if they want to upgrade and sell their GPU one day. Can I run Borderlands 4? That's a tough one. I mean, if you're being serious, yes, the 5070 can definitely run Borderlands 4, but Borderlands 4 is pretty tough to run. I have an MSI Shadow 2 fan 5070. I like those shadows as well. Yeah, I'm a fan of those. The MSI Shadow comes in both a 3 fan and a 2 fan option. They look good. Those are all black. Super clean. I just trimmed my nails, and getting some of these plastic pieces off is going to be a tough challenge. But I think I can make it happen. There we go. This one's kind of annoying. This one doesn't matter if you have nails or not. This one I always rip off in like 30 different pieces. Oh wow. Oh wow. I spoke way too soon. That came off super smoothly today. Let's go. Yeah, super clean. RTX 5070. I like it. I like it. Oblicity with the $5 super chat says, "This is my first stream from you I'm watching. I always watch your shorts and I enjoy them." Thank you, man. Also with another $5 super chat says, "How's your day gone? I sent a super chat before this. Do you think you can read it?" All right, man. Oblicity. I gotta give you a heads up, man. I'm glad you gave the disclaimer that this is your first live stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the shorts. Thank you for tuning in. But dude, we do not read things instantly around here, man. Like, dude, you gotta let me do my work. All right, that was 2.5 minutes ago. It's supposed to be a chill live stream. Oblicity. Okay, the number one goal of tonight's live stream was to have a chill live stream. Okay, don't get me fired up, man. Trying to relax over here. Okay, GPU's done. That means all of the parts are prepped and ready to go. So it's time to put these Lego pieces together. Before I do that though, actually, terrible timing. I know you guys just got done watching an ad. Sorry. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. So don't go anywhere. Keep earning points towards that gaming PC giveaway. I'll be right back. I got a question for you guys today. Oh wait, hold on. Oblicity with another $5 super chat 1.5 minutes ago says, my bad. Whew. I hope that was within the window. Oblicity. My fault on the 1.5 minute delay there. So I have the live viewer count up, and I don't typically look at this, so like I don't have recent data in my head, but like whenever an ad break starts, we've been losing like 300 viewers. A, is that normal? And B, like, do you guys actually dip out during an ad break? Like, if you dip out during an ad break, I'm talking about on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube. When you come back, don't you have to watch another ad again? Or am I like totally... I don't know how that works. But like, I feel like... Does it always do that? I don't know. A, it's normal. And I stayed. They're probably just refreshing. People hate ads, says D8 Coos. Well, D8, the reason why we run ads around here, other than like the concept of like, you know, like this is my job and I gotta feed my family, like my two boys, like other than that, like nonsense, you know, making money to survive, like other than that whole thing. The reason why we run ads around here is so we can afford gaming PC giveaways, okay? This is the 14th gaming PC giveaway that we've done, and that's always paid by the ads. So when you guys watch ads, that's literally what pays for that. Like, dude, we could turn the ads off. You want to... Like, we don't need gaming PC giveaways. My kids don't need to eat. Like... Come on, man. Come on, man. Oblicity with another $5 super chat 37 seconds ago says, it's all good. Glad to hear, man. All Dia with a $5 super chat says, chat, should I build a PC with a milk crate as the case? D1, guilt tripper. Dude, I guess, man. Like, you run ads? What, you need money? Loser. 10K with the super chat says, I work as a video editor. 5600X with a 3060. Can't upgrade to AM5 yet, but I need a boost for work. What can I do to upgrade, or am I doomed? I mean, it sounds like you know what you should upgrade. You should upgrade your 5600X. I personally wouldn't spend the money just to go from a 5600X to like a 5700X. I don't think that's worth it. You should upgrade to AM5. The only thing I don't know is how much RAM you have. If you have 16 gigs, then you definitely should upgrade to at least 32. My editors have 64 gigs because if you edit in 4K, having 64 gigs of RAM is actually very useful for Adobe Premiere. Your 3060 is fine. I don't think you most likely, unless if you're doing like a lot of graphical work, don't have to upgrade that. It sounds like you know what to do. You just don't want to do it right now for whatever reason. So maybe just wait till you're ready to upgrade to AM5. I'll watch extra ads if I'm compensated with a PC. Dude, if I could do that, man, I would. How long do these streams usually last? The PC building streams are typically like 3 to 4 hours. This one we're going a little quick. Actually, we're going a lot quick. We are 1 hour and 5 minutes into the live stream. 1 minute or 2 minutes and 47 seconds since Oblicity last sent a super chat. But usually at this point in time, the CPU is not even installed yet. I'm usually yapping. So come Thursday, aka the Thirsty Thursday PC building stream, that's the main show around here. This is the casual, optional Tuesday building stream. Come Thirsty Thursday, dude, that one's at least 4 hours. Last week we went to Friday. Need a helper lifting that thing? Yeah, this Fantex XT Pro. This is a good quality case, man. You don't have that like high-pitched, flimsy sound to it. This is the Fantex XT Pro. I'm a big fan of this one. You mean closer to 5 or 6 hours most of the time? I wouldn't say most of the time. We do remove this 3.5-inch tray, which you'll see why here in a second. We do get some accessories with the Fantech XT, and I do actually take advantage of these zip. They give you way too many zip ties, which I am not complaining about, but that is a lot of zip ties for 1K. Like that is a very healthy amount. That I appreciate. I'm also going to use some of... Actually, do I need it? No, I shouldn't. We'll separate this later for the motherboard. That's called free zip ties? Exactly. Felosi Tech with the $2 super chat says, by the way, dark or white mode? Okay, let's just clear the air here. I am reading what I said. He says dark or white mode. Like that. I believe the phrase or question you're trying to ask is dark or light mode, not white mode. Dark or light mode. And to answer that question, I am not actually a default dark mode person at all. I got Twitch dark mode up here right now, but I will often get some internet hate for not defaulting absolutely everything to dark mode. My eyes, for whatever reason, can't concentrate on a lot of things dark mode. Now that I say that, like literally everything except the one window on this streaming PC, that is all in dark mode, ironically. But I would say most things I do are actually light mode. I don't know what it is. My eyes just can't focus on dark mode that easily. And I know it's crazy, but it's like, yeah, see, you're a psychopath. Yeah, exactly. Right, because how our eyes function is the determination of who's... I'm a break. Let's break this one down here real quick. Tough concept to understand. I just want to pause the music, make sure you guys get this. We, as humans, are different. Sorry. You guys are getting some scientific knowledge here on the casual... Dude, this is supposed to be a chill stream, man. Debatable? This is supposed to be a chill stream, man. Yeah, for real. No, I'm not capping. That was not cap at all. I know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I would look it up. Go to the library, go to the encyclopedia section, look up humans. Trust me. At least it was back in the day. It could be different these days. I'm not sure. Chill streams never happen, bro. I know, man. We gotta figure something out here. All right. Thank you, Felosi Tech, for that question. That was great. Nork with the $2 super chat says, Zach, don't listen to the chat voices. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Cards of Life with the 1000 biddy says light mode is better for some things and the other way around. That's insane. I know. Dude, I liked Cards of Life before this, but like I really like Cards of Life now. That is actual knowledge right there. Light mode is better for some things and the other way around. Crazy. Dude, this is enough, man. Dude, I'm just trying to do my job here. I just work here. Cool Duncan with the super chat says, I am building a 7.2.4 home theater. That's awesome, man. Not 100% sure what that means, but that sounds awesome. What case is this? This is the Fantech XT Pro for our Shadow Strike V3 on ZTTbuilds.com. Job? You need to have a job? What? Well, you don't need a job. I wouldn't say that a job is 100% mandatory. But currently in this moment, I am just trying to do my job, man. How much is this case? I don't know. I gotta pull it up though. We paid $81.11 for this case. All right. Let's get our prepped motherboard installed. It's not lining up exactly how I would have liked it. What's going on here, man? Yeah, let's slide that out. Took the IO shield with us, that's why. I don't like the case. Yeah, so this case is, not to call you out, because you're allowed to like whatever cases you want. This build, like the target demographic for this build is people that don't care about like flashy RGB and or fish tank aesthetics. Like we have enough of those. This is for people that just want an all black powerhouse pure oh, that's why. That's why it's not lining up. Okay, let me start over here. This is for people that don't want that. And turns out we have a lot of people that really like this case design. So that's why we go with it. But it's fine that you don't like it, man. That is totally fine. What's your favorite microbrew? I don't have a like 100% go-to favorite beer. The thing I like about beer is trying new beer. I very rarely buy the same beer twice. Like very, very rarely. The fun in it for me is just trying new stuff. So I don't ever really get favorites because I've just tried hundreds and hundreds of different beer. And honestly, most of the time I forget. Is beer even yummy? It is delicious. I love trying new beer for the taste. Love to hear it. We are a lot alike, my friend. I'd like to hear it as well, man. Oh, we got to catch up on some of these real quick. Aged with the 300 biddy says, thanks to your budget build videos, I scored a 5600X and a 3060 Ti for a friend who's been stuck with an i5 8600 and an RTX 2060 build since 2019 due to some tough financial times. I can't wait to see their face when I show up with the PC this weekend. Dude, that is awesome. At some point, I want to be able to just randomly hook up friends and family with new PCs. That sounds like a very rewarding mindset. Well, mindset, but like financial situation that you can do that. That's awesome, man. Foul Cyber Wolf with the 300 biddy says, which Samara are you using above you? So, camera. This is the Sony A6400. It's our worst camera in our current production right now, but it has a completely cracked screen. Hold on. Ho. You might be able to see it. I got you. Hold on. Whoa. Easy now. Easy. Oh. There it is. You might be able to see the cracked screen, man. Zooming in, baby. I got you. Let's see if you can see the crack. Oh yeah, look. Oh yeah, look at that cracked screen, man. That's why it's up there. Look at that. That is busted up. That is why we use that on the overhead shot, because we can't use that busted up screen anywhere else in production. So it's just easier to put it up there and then not worry about it. Fancy camera, you have the right to flex it. Thank you. I will flex that camera given the opportunity, as we saw when I installed the drywall anchors on a few chill live streams ago. Nom gifting out tier 1 sub, thank you. Heavy Arms with the Twitch Prime sub. Dude, I like that name. With the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Capek with the 3 and a biddy says sitting or standing wipe. Dude, come on now. Leo with the super chat says, let me buy you a beer, Zach. Coke is unhealthy and doesn't chill you out. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna not drink a beer tonight though. Dude, I even have a couple beers, so don't actually tempt me. We got a couple beers still in the fridge, but I'm gonna keep it chill. I'm gonna keep it chill with the soda. Are you planning on international shipping anytime soon? No, not anytime soon. We are... Oh my god, you're not even watching what I'm doing here. We are moving our operation from Pittsburgh to Houston next summer, as I've said in multiple videos. In case you missed it, though. We are definitely not opening up international shipping before then. We are just trying to keep builds in stock with the huge demand that we have already. Once we get to Houston, we will still probably... Oh my god, am I missing a standoff there? What the fudge? Dude, I didn't know that. I can't... I gotta take this all out, man. I didn't realize I was missing a standoff right there. If this was a personal build, dude, I would be like long gone. That wouldn't even be a factor. I got like 9 standoffs in here already. But with a customer build, we're not leaving any empty standoff holes here. So I gotta take that out, man. I didn't realize I was missing that. But yeah, after we move to Houston, we are definitely not adding international shipping for probably at least the first year. Maybe after that. So at the very earliest is 2 years from now. So obviously... Shouldn't have to be said, but just in case it does, do not wait for that. Minimum 2 years from now. Down 200 viewers? Dude, I know. Every ad break, man. Did we finish that conversation? I don't know what happened, man. Mad Chill with the Twitch Prime. Dude, I like that name. With the Twitch Prime sub. K Mood with the tier 1 sub. 9 Raylo with the tier 1 as well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's normal. I literally never have the Twitch live view counter going while I stream. I feel like it's just distracting, and it's definitely distracting right now. I just don't know if that always happens. It has been consistently happening throughout the live stream tonight. So I was just surprised that... Do people actually leave or for the ad breaks and then come back? I mean, they keep coming back. We keep going from like 1,000 to 800 people every time there's an ad break. Yeah, so we have plenty of standoffs in there, but this slot right here was missing one, and I just don't want to leave an empty standoff hole, even though it's not really necessary. Well, it's not necessary at all, but I just don't want to leave it there. We going up? Yeah, I don't know what that is. If somebody knows the answer to that problem, please let me know. Well, I don't think it's a problem, but... Bro, the way you picked up the motherboard? What do you mean, bro? You got your hands on a 9500F? No, I wish. I would love to test that thing. I don't know how to get a 9500F right now. Yeah, that would be great, man. Okay. Now we can get this back in there. See, the thing about building pre-builts when you own the company is not only do you want it to be top of the line for your customer, but you also want it to be top of the line for the rest of the team. Like, if I cut corners while building PCs, that's going to give off the vibe that we're allowed to cut corners. And that is not the culture that you can allow spread as a business owner. So if we got to go through all the hassle of uninstalling the motherboard just so we can install one more standoff, like, we got to do that 10 out of 10 times, man. Do you hate the Seahawks now? I mean, I hate every team other than the Steelers. I don't really hate the Seahawks, though, more than I did before Sunday. I hate the Steelers. Well, I don't hate the Steelers, but I dislike the Steelers more than I did. I think that's one of those times where it's like the Steelers lost that game more than not to take credit away from the Seahawks, but I feel like the Steelers lost that game rather than like the Seahawks actually beating them. Watching from Seattle, good to know. All right. Gotta get that. Goated opinion? I don't know if that's true, but thank you. Okay. Did I get them all installed? No, one more. Would you say that the 5080 is a good upgrade from the 1080? I think that's rage bait. I'm not falling for it. Okay. Motherboard is installed. Now we're going to plug in. Hold on, we got the technology here. We're going to plug in the connectors for this. We got the PWM. I am not going to plug that in right away because I'm going to daisy chain that with the 3 fans that I'm going to install. HD audio is down here in the bottom left. Get that installed. Got our USB 3.0, which is up around here. Like so. We'll leave a little bit of slack there. And then we got our front panel. On this case, it is just all one connector instead of the annoying like 4 different things. That is always appreciated. Plug that in, and then all that stuff other than the PWM connector is good to go. The next thing I'm going to do is install those 3 additional fans. Again, this Fantex XT Pro only comes with the 1 rear exhaust fan. So we install 3 additional 120 PWMs up at the front. That way we have some solid airflow action. And the good thing about these Thermalright fans is that they are daisy chainable, which is much appreciated. 1 plug front panel is always appreciated. I agree. 100% of the time, every time. Sorry if you guys have kids here, but I have to read every Twitch sub and donation. If you have kids, you might want to crank the volume down here a little bit. But thank you to bitch ass for the Twitch Prime sub. You can turn the volume back up. You can turn it back up, man. I'm not gonna say that one again. Maybe a month from now, we shall see. But I appreciate it. That's obnoxious, man. That is like you're at the create account section, and that's what you. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Have you tried brewing your own beer? I want to. I feel like I will brew my own beer once, like, I retire. If I retire, dude, I got way too many things to do to brew my own beer right now. I feel like if I'm brewing my own beer, that's a good indication that life is good. If I have the time to do that, then yeah, because I want to do it right. I don't want to get like the $50 beer brewing kits and have it taste terrible. Like I would want to get some high quality equipment and do it right, you know. I got a long way to go before I can brew my own beer, man. It brews itself. I mean that is semi-valid. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Yes. Brewing beer is like watching paint dry? Yeah, but like that sounds like fun. Paint drying, a paint drying activity. Like my barber, he is big into gardening, and he says like after he like worked a long day, put the kids to bed, and like he's exhausted as a fellow working dad, he says he'll just go out some nights and just stare at his lawn, or not his lawn, his garden. He'll just go and like he'll just go and watch his garden grow. Maybe drink a whiskey while doing it or something. But he just goes and watches his garden grow. Like, I feel like I would do that with watching my beer brew. That sounds like something I would do, but I don't have the time right now. Honestly, it's pretty valid. Yeah, I mean, it seems valid to me. Aldia with the $10 YouTube super chat says vodka has been used in liquid cooling. Hypothetically, would you use beer in liquid cooling for no other reason than the heck of it? It's a family-friendly stream over here, Aldia. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Well, considering that I would never do a custom liquid loop for the heck of it, I would definitely not make my way to putting beer inside of it. I am not really about that custom cooling life, ma'am. So no, I don't think I would do it. A YouTuber named Life of Boris vodka cooled his PC. Nice. I mean, I think that's a good idea for entertainment purposes. It's just not something that I want to do. Oh. Vinceophobia with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Oh my god, what am I doing here? Dude, I'm folding bad. Dude, we gotta get dialed in here. What is going on with this screw? There we go. Oh my god. Vodka and beer are very different chemistries. Huh. Way to just drop some huge knowledge on us, man. For really? Like different? They're not... I would have thought that they were the same. Interesting. Z Dexler with the tier 1 sub, thank you. Paint the RTX 5090 pink. Like, who are these people? What? See how the viewership count went up? But are these bots? Paint the RTX 50. Dude, that's got to be a bot. Is my viewership fake? Do all the bots Oh my god, I think that's it. Are we seeing the dip during the ads because the bots are automatically programmed to leave? And then when they come back, they ask questions like, paint the 5090. All right. Mystery solved on that one. I think we're no longer concerned with that issue. That is completely tracking. Cool. That's how we learn. Got it. I'm tracking. Bonita build. Gracias. I am not a bot, I promise. Beep up. Do you think my 5070 goes well with my i9 12th gen CPU? Yeah. I think it goes well now. Like if somebody's putting together a new PC, I would not do that. But for you right now, yeah, that's good. Since you already have it, yeah, for sure. Tequila instead of vodka? I mean, I'm not a fan of either one. I'll drink either one, but I'm not a fan. Zach Fitzgerald with the super chat says, any recommendation for a wireless headset? My headset game has been a little weak lately in terms of like trying to stay in the loop. I do really like the Fractal Design Scape. That's what I'm daily driving right now for my main PC. If I want to put on a pair of headphones, that is what I put on right now. But I don't often want to game with headphones. If I want the best immersive experience, I wear IEMs. If I'm doing my live stream, I wear this Corsair HS80, but I won't buy an HS80 at this point. Or I'll just use my sound bar because I don't want to wear anything because I am a dad and I have to hear if my kids are just like randomly throwing up or something upstairs. Jay Savage with the $5 super chat says, just put together a 5700X and a 9060 Hellhound build in the Dark Flash DS900. Very nice. Okay, these fans are now installed. We got the 3 front fans installed. So what I want to do now is daisy chain them all. That way they can all be controlled by like one connection on the motherboard. So I'm going to plug in the top fan into the middle fan. And then I'm going to plug in the middle fan into the bottom fan. And now all I have to do is plug in the bottom fan. And as long as I have enough PWM ports, which I do at the bottom here, we are good to go. I can plug that one in there. And then I said I was going to daisy chain it, but I changed my mind. I will plug in... Oh! I will plug in the rear fan right next to it because we have so many PWM headers on this motherboard. Now all 4 fans are plugged in. And this is what the cable situation is looking like. So we are going to take care of that next. Islander Pig with the $10 YouTube super chat says, hey Zach, I have an RTX 5070 plus a Ryzen 5 5600X right now. Should I buy a 1440p OLED? Or, oh, that's a good one, man. Or upgrade the rest of my system to an AM5 build. I have a normal VA panel right now. I hate to ask for follow-up information, but it's incredibly important. Do you have a 1080p or a 1440p VA panel? If it's 1440p, if you already have it, well, okay, let's just phrase it like this. If you only have a 1080p monitor, then I would 100% get a 1440p. Okay, it says 1440p, good. Okay, yeah, that makes it a really tough question. You have a 5070 and a 5600X. Should you get the 1440p OLED or upgrade to AM5? It's really good. I think I'm not going to look at the chat. I don't want to be persuaded. I think I would go OLED first. Actually, I'm almost 100% confident. Yeah, I would go OLED first. Yeah, I go OLED. AM5, AM5, AM5. Wow. Wow. Now, I would go OLED because, I mean, you definitely should upgrade to AM5 at some point. But when I think of spending more money into a build, I want to get the biggest gameplay experience boost as possible. If you go from a 5600X to a 7600X or 9600X, you will get slightly better FPS numbers. But if you're playing in 1440p with higher ultra settings, like, you're probably not even gonna see a huge difference at all because most of the work is still on the 5070. But if you upgrade from a 1440p VA to a 1440p OLED, that is a huge difference. So 100%. Yeah, I would go OLED. Sounds like a lot of people are now agreeing with me. While I was saying that, not because I said that. I don't know why that initial rush of people was all for the AM5 upgrade, but yeah, I would definitely go up OLED in that case. And then AM5 afterward. All day AM5 and then shop a used OLED? I don't know about that, man. I don't know what that used OLED market looks like, but I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm sure you can get a good deal, but like when the original OLEDs came out, like, dude, they were burning in left and right. They didn't have anti-burn-in technology like we do now. Like you could get a dud or just a broken used OLED. I don't know about that, man. Nyan gifted out tier 1 sub. Thank you. Lukey with the $1 super chat. Oh my god. Jesus follower 2431 with the 1,000 biddies. Thank you. No message. Appreciate that. Turn that louder. All right, it's up. I doubled it. We should be good. Okay, let's start cable managing here. I know we're in an ad, but I don't think anybody's gonna be super upset that we're cable managing. I hope that's okay. Okay, so we are going to again, I always do the pre-cable management. I actually don't know if everybody or anybody at ZTT does this. I haven't stalked how my employees build PCs from start to finish lately. I don't know if they do the pre-cable management like I do, or if that's still just a me thing, but I like to cable manage before the power supply goes in. That way, when the power supply goes in, it's not absolute chaos. I say no LED to OLED. Oh, wow. Can't say I agree with that one. I like the craftiness, but I don't agree. I don't tie down my PC mess. Okay, yeah, that's valid. You don't have to. Cards of Life with the 1,000. Biddy says, I doubled it. Like, what? What did you double? I mean, either way, like, dude, I think I like it. Thank you for... Did you double the Jesus Follower 2431? Is that what you're talking about? Or your own previous 1,000 bit? Dude, I don't know, man. Thank you, Cards of Life. I don't know what you're doubling, but I appreciate it. Thank you for doubling. Leo with the super chat says, yo, Zach, is it worth upgrading? What? Dude, I don't know where you were going with that, but my initial gut reaction is you should do more research. Like just a gut feeling, if you will. I would probably do more research before that. CJ Washington with a $5 super chat says, hey Zach, I have a 4070 with a Ryzen 7 9700X coming in. Is that a decent combo? That's a great combo, man. I would have went with like a 5070, get on the latest generation, but like the 4070 is still a really good GPU. Just not what I would buy like right now. But it is definitely a very good combination and a solid 1440p setup for sure. Did I miss the thoughts on the awful Borderlands 4 optimization? I haven't, like, I don't know, man. I don't think that I can add anything new or valuable to that type of conversation. We have talked multiple times about the game and how it performs and whatnot, but like my thoughts on the optimization are like, I don't know. I don't think I have any unique takes on that situation. Zach, what watch is that? You can type in !watch. It is just a G-Shock. It's a blacked out G-Shock. They call it the Casio because it looks like a Royal Oak, which is a very expensive watch, but it's still just a G-Shock. !watch, man. It's like $100 or it's like $90. It took me, fun fact, I struggle spending money on myself. I know that might seem weird, but I actually genuinely, like, very rarely spend money on myself, especially for things like a watch. It took me months to convince myself to buy this. I really wanted this for a long time. And my wife was just like, kept telling me to buy it. And it finally went on sale from like $98 to like $91 or something. I was like, dude, this is my opportunity right here. Finally bought it. Did a little deal hunting. I have a G-Shock and it's white and gold. That sounds cool. That actually sounds really cool. Okay. Here we go. This is what the pre-cable management is looking like. I got all that front fan down. We got the only thing I don't actually, let me do one more. I don't want to pull this USB 3.0 connector. It's too tight because that can snap off during shipping. But we can tighten it, just not pull it tight down here to get rid of some of this bulkiness. Like that. Oh yeah. That's good. That's clean. That's customer clean right there. Islander Pig with a $5 super chat says, now what do you think the best OLED manufacturer is? I'm not the person for that one. I know there's no technical best monitor, but I would like your opinion. I don't have an opinion. There have been a few videos out there. One of them's from Optimum, but I've seen others where they review the cheapest OLEDs, and they are still really, really good. I could be wrong because I don't stay 100% up to date on it. As far as I know, it's like a really not a risky play. I feel like most of the OLEDs are actually good OLEDs. There's certainly differences between them, but it just depends on what your budget is, what resolution you want, what hertz rating you want, etc. But like OLEDs just in general are really good. But I hope I don't say that and they start manufacturing like cheap knockoff OLEDs or something. Blast with the tier 3 gifted sub sub. Wow. Blast 2944. My goodness. Dude, the tier 3 sub, man, dude, that's big time. Appreciate that. All right, now that the motherboard is prepped, the next thing we got to do here, or the next thing I like to do, is get the GPU sag bracket installed. So you guys know about like GPU support brackets and whatnot. I think, I could be wrong, I think this is the best GPU sag bracket on the market. We have tested a ton of these, not all of them, so again, I could be wrong. I think this one is the absolute most robust sag bracket. And on zttbuilds.com, whenever we sell a 3-fan GPU, we will always include this bad boy on there. The things I like about it are the height's adjustable. It has both top and bottom support, because when shipping, we're not just worried about the aesthetics of the GPU sagging a little bit. We're worried about vibration bouncing up and down on the delivery truck. So this can really clench down on the GPU and keep it secure. And most importantly, it has holes here at the bottom. So most of these types of sag brackets will use these stickers, but we have gone to Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't know where they get these from these days, but we have found perfect screws and nuts to secure it to the PSU basement. And we will do this for every single build. So here is what the top of the PSU basement looks like. This is another reason why we like this Fantex case, is because these holes are a good enough size that we can secure this GPU sag bracket to it. Most PSU basements these days do not have holes in the correct layout, configuration, etc. Dude, that might have been the closest to death I've ever been. Like, that was insane. That was dude. Anyway, I thought I was going down there for a second. Okay. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, we got to secure this to the PSU basement, and this is tricky. So in order to do this, I'm just gonna, you're probably not gonna be able to tell exactly what I'm doing, but what we have to do is underneath in the PSU basement, I'm gonna put my needle nose pliers on top of the nut here, and then that way from the top of the case, I can screw in this screw to secure that GPU sag bracket. When you do the same builds over and over again, you know exactly where the sag bracket should go. So I've built this is like my third Shadow Strike I've built in the last couple days. I don't normally build that many, but I've been, like I said, I've been trying to help these guys out a little bit. So I'm gonna put these screws where they belong and then secure this on here. When are community builds gonna come back? Good question. So I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. You guys probably don't really need to watch me, or you can see both. We are going away from one of my employees posting community builds, and we are going to change community builds into user uploaded content. So I think that's going to involve I gotta put the camera like this, I think. I think we're gonna just create a thread channel in Discord and make slow mode, like, I don't know, like once a month or something. How many people are gonna post more than that? Maybe once every 2 weeks or once every week or something. And just heavily moderate it. That way, like, nonsense isn't going in there. And just let people post it themselves. There's not much benefit in us doing it. It just takes so much time for very little value when people can just post it themselves. So we'll create like a template, etc., for everyone to do it themselves. Miguel with the 500 biddies says, Zach, is build a 9600X. I was gonna buy a 9060 XT, but my wife gifted me a 5070 Ti. You think I'm okay with this CPU? A 9600X and a 5070 Ti? Yeah, you're perfect. What are you talking about? That's a fantastic CPU and GPU combo. Crazy Red Fire with the 3-month resub says, can I work for you after I graduate high school? If you live in Houston, and if you can submit a good resume, and possibly have a good interview, and... Oh, I dropped it. And beat out everybody else. Yeah. That's the best I can give you, man. Sly? Or SL? I don't know. With the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Will a white GPU get yellowed over time? Possibly, but you can't just categorize that as like all white GPUs will do that. Who knows? It all depends on the material, your environment, etc. It is a possibility, but that is not something that I factor into my decision-making process of buying GPUs. So I'm just holding down that bolt nut at the bottom here, and then screwing the screw through the case to secure the GPU sag bracket. Boring stuff, but it takes a while. I thought the 9600X was not powerful enough for the 5070 Ti. Thank you. No, dude, the 9600X can hang with a 5090. Yeah, I mean, you are absolutely fine. I mean, it's pretty much the goated meta gaming CPU right now. Like, if you want to go all out, it's 9800X 3D, obviously. But, like, if you don't need the extra cores and threads and you don't want to spend for 3D V-Cache technology, I mean, that's your choice, man. The Blaze with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Do I vertical mount my 9070 XT in a Lian Li 011? That's up to you. That's up to you. Here it is. All right, this is the GPU sag bracket fully connected. See how it's just, we got 4 screws into the PSU basement. That ensures that the GPU is going to go absolutely nowhere. We have seen our failure rate of GPUs getting damaged in shipping like drop down tremendously once we started doing this at the beginning of the year. So we do this every time now. How do you feel about the 7800 X3D and a 5070 combo? Again, absolutely fantastic. It's a great combination. Okay, next up, we got to install our AIO. So I'm going to remove the top filter. I'm not going to place it on the carpet where my dog hangs out. Before we do that, though, I got to daisy chain these fans now. So this will plug into this, and this will plug into this. And then the AIO comes with an extension cable, which we will need to use. That way we can plug in these fans to the motherboard. So we have that. So this fan connects to here, this fan connects to here, and then this fan gets extended to the motherboard. Before I do that, this is going to be the back side of the case. But I still like to zip tie these a little bit, bundle them up. That way they don't like droop down in front of the motherboard. Because aesthetics over everything, man. Northern Lights with the 1000 biddies says, hope you're having a great stream. We are. Thank you, Northern Lights. It's been mostly a chill stream. Mostly. It not entirely. But mostly a chill stream. We're close to accomplishing our mission here. Oh my god, how did I miss so many messages? Did they just all... Wow, they did all come in 1 minute. Wow. Okay, Capek, don't clip that. Capek with the 300 biddy says, I have a 4K 32-inch 240 hertz OLED and a 27-inch 144 hertz IPS. I mostly use the IPS because it has a better PPI. OLED is phenomenal, but I can see clear on the IPS. Dude, that's... I know we're all different, but that sounds psychotic. What? Your 4K 32-inch OLED and you use your 27-inch? Oh, wait, what resolution is your 27-inch? You didn't... Okay, never mind. I could be wrong. I don't know what the but still, I mean, I don't know. I would use an OLED no matter what, but... I don't know what your resolution is on your IPS. You didn't say that. That's got critical information. Space Wolf with the tier 1 sub. Waddle with 300 biddies says, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, man. Thank you for the 300 biddies. Skyrat with the 500 biddies says, check out this sag bracket. Just used it for my 5060 Ti. Works really great. Doesn't look too bad. All right, Skyrat. I'll check it out. It's not Thirsty Thursday. We have a little bit of time to check things out. Every now and then. No, I don't. I mean, I'm sure that works fine for you, yeah. But we need something that supports at the bottom. This just hangs from the PCIe bracket over here. Again, that's probably fine for you. But we need firm support on the bottom of the case. Like, this one offers drastically more control and support than something like that would. But, I mean, that one does look good. And it'll work for like a personal build, no problem, yeah. Okay. I need to get some of these screws. No, not those. These screws now. For shipping? Yeah, exactly. This is a shipping choice, not for... I do not spend... Dude, these are $15. I do not spend $15 every build just for the 1 degree of sag aesthetic. This $15 per build saves us thousands of dollars per month in avoiding shipping damage. So yeah, well, we're just trying to accomplish 2 different goals with those. Northern Lights with the 1,000 biddy says, oh no, I already read that one. Thank you. A Lone Wolf with the $5 super chat. All I'm doing is putting the these washers on the screws. Says, hey, I'm late. Can you catch me up? Dude, I don't know why I'm choking. Do you use Instapack also inside the case? Of course. I am building a Shadow Strike PC. I don't even think I've shown it on stream yet, but on zttbuilds.com. Oops, wrong button. On zttbuilds.com here, I'm just building this. The Shadow Strike. This is what it will eventually look like. We have a slightly different GPU though. This is what it will look like. There's the specs, 9700X, RTX 5070, etc. And we're trying to keep it a chill stream. I think you're caught up. Space Wolf with the 300 biddy says, I have a Xeon server built. Should I do dual channel RAM or quad channel RAM? It is for a... Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Between quad or dual channel for your Xeon server build. I don't know. I am not completely up to speed on that. However, it's funny that you asked that. I just built, or configured, I should say, a new home server PC last night. That's actually why I'm tired. Is because I was configuring a home server last night. I built a new Proxmox machine, which is my favorite operating system for handling virtual machines. And I was getting that all up and running. It's running great. I got tail scale installed on there so I can access it from anywhere in the world. And that is why I lost some sleep. Proxmox rules? Yeah, Proxmox is great. I was not running a Proxmox server for probably the last year, I would say. And I just like, I feel naked not having a Proxmox server running in the house. I need the ability to spin up quick VMs whenever I need to. So I am like very much at peace. This is a super nerdy home server talk real quick, but I feel at peace now that I have a Proxmox server running again. I don't know how many people feel like that. I feel like a lot of people in the home lab community would agree at least a little bit on that one. Put a Bitcoin miner next to it? No, thank you. Valid. Where in Houston will you be? Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly where right away. But we will be west to southwest area of Houston. Sufficient Potato with the 4-month resub says, love your videos. Keep up the great work. Also, is a 9700X a good upgrade from a 7600X? I'm looking for more CPU power. If you're looking for non-gaming CPU power, yes. But if you're looking for... Okay, so Katie, LOL. That may or may not be on the list of available options, yes. If you're looking for gaming CPU power, then I would not do that. I would get an X3D. But if you just need more cores and threads for work, then yes, that is a valid upgrade. But don't do that just for gaming. Katie is uppity. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the office is going to be. And like I said, Katie is on the list. It is not exactly where we're moving. We don't know where we're moving. We got to buy a house, man. But somewhere in that area, yes. Will you have a storefront? So we got a couple phases of ZTT, and we are most likely gonna have we're gonna have one office in Houston, probably for the next 1 to 3, maybe 1 to 5 years, and then we'll have hopefully if everything goes well, a bigger office after that. For this next office that we have in Houston, I am going to pick one that is storefront ready. Like it has the ability for us to open a storefront, but we are definitely not opening a storefront when we get there. I want the ability, like right now, our current office, we couldn't put a storefront there if we wanted to. It wouldn't work. This next office, I do want the ability to have a storefront, but we're not gonna open up right away. We have higher priorities of stuff to do than that. But the ultimate vision of ZTT is to create a place where the best PC builders want to come work, and anybody remotely interested in buying a pre-built or learning how to build a PC like wants to fly in. I want to have like workshops and stuff where you can like basically these live streams but in person. I think that'd be really fun, especially doing it for certain unique groups. Like veterans and things like that. I want to have a huge employee gym, and I want to have, like, when we do Thirsty Thursday, I want people to come visit to ZTT and spend the day with us. Like we'll eat, we'll hang out, we'll get a workout in, we'll film some content, and then at the end of the day, we'll do Thirsty Thursday, all in the ZTT HQ. That's the goal, man. We got a lot of work to do before we can get there, but we will be getting a nice place for the office in Houston if all continues to go well. Sounds awesome. Planning on moving to that area from the southeast side. Nice. I might have to move to Houston when this happens. I don't know about move, but fly in once. That'd be cool. We got a long way to go before that happens, though. Getting drunk with viewers would be crazy. Nah, I don't think we're going to be doing that, man. Although I don't hate that. Like a Friday night. Oh, dude, don't, dude. We got to keep it chill, man. Don't be casually throwing out like huge, amazing ideas like that, man. I need to focus on. We literally got to take it one build at a time. All right, I gotta plug in the CPU fan header real quick. Yeah, no, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. All right, that's plugged in, and then we have the AIO block here. Gonna untwist tie this real quick. Drunk lawnmower sim party. Don't get freaky though. I mean, that sounds freaky by itself. Would fly to Houston just for that. That would be actually be really cool. Yeah, I don't even know why I didn't think about doing. I mean, you probably need like a liquor license and all that stuff just to do that. Like that could logistically get a little intense. But I like that idea, man. Okay, so we're gonna unplug this. We have some thermal paste pre-installed with a little fancy design here. We do need to take this part off though, because that is for Intel. Probably should have had this ready to go. Hopefully that doesn't move. Plug this in. Build a drunk PC, see if it posts in the morning. Plug that in. And then let's rotate this build around. Lay it flat. Like so. Oh my god, why is this not cooperating? There we go. Okay. There's no plastic. We're 100% good on here. Oh my god, I just set that down, and as soon as I set it down, I realized I never opened the screws. So we got to do this while keeping constant pressure. Oh my god, this is devastating. Okay. Just hand tighten these down, corner to corner. Which GPU are you using? The RTX 5070. Sorry, I know you can't really see, but I'm just hand tightening these down just to keep some nice even pressure all the way around before I get the screwdriver out. Death Click with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Sufficient Potato with the 4 months says, love your videos, keep up the great work. Also, is a 9700X a good upgrade? Oh, no, I already read that one. Oh my god, my bad. EM Coconut with the 300 bit says, hey Zach, upgrading from a 5700X 3D, does the 7800X 3D better value than the 9800X 3D? Willing to spend the money for a 98, but if the 78 doesn't have that much less performance, I will go with that. So I literally just wrote and filmed the video 7800X 3D versus 9800X 3D. It'll go live in a couple days from now. Personally, I think there's more value in the 7800X 3D because of exactly what you said. The 9800X 3D is $100 more, and it's not that much better. It is better, but like not a whole lot better. The 7800X 3D is still a very, very powerful CPU. It's one of the best still. So if you are actually hunting for the best possible value, I would get the 78. And no, that's wrong. Someone says depends on how much you spend on your GPU. I don't think the GPU is relevant in this situation because the 7800 X3D can hang with a 5090. So there is no GPU situation where you need a 9800 X3D. The 7800 X3D is perfect with any GPU you throw at it. So I think the GPU is almost irrelevant in that argument. So if you want the best possible FPS per dollar value, I think the answer is the 7800 X3D, at least here in the States. But at the same time, most people that are shopping for a 78 or 9800 X3D don't have a super strict PC budget. And those are the type of people that are just going to go with the latest and greatest. So you should get the 98. So depending on which type of buyer you are, you definitely can't go wrong with either option. But that is basically what that entire video is all about. Pump. Gonna plug this into the pump header and then try to hide this cable as much as I can. Like so. And then I'm gonna spin this around here and do some cable managing over here real quick. Little Bill with the 4-month resub. Thank you very much, Little Bill. Appreciate that. Z Dexter with 3 new bits says, when's the giveaway? The next giveaway drawing is October 23rd. So we raffle them off about every 6 weeks or so. We just gave away one like what, 2 weeks ago, September 4th, week and a half ago. So from now until October 23rd, as long as you're logged in at the exclamation point giveaway website with your Twitch account, you are earning points for these next few weeks towards this PC. Just type in exclamation point giveaway. Most people here should be able to figure that out for themselves, but if you can't, you can type in exclamation point giveaway help, and that will take you to a full video that explains how our giveaway process works. It is a worldwide giveaway. I will only pay to ship it in the United States though, so if you're international, that's up to you if you want to pay for that. Some people do. But yeah, exclamation point giveaway. Skyrat with the 500 bit, he says, oh my god, you guys aren't even looking at my cable management over here, man. Skyrat with the 500 bit, he says, do you think an AIO pump should run static at 80% or follow a curve? That's a good question, man. I know so little about the answer to that I don't want to steer you the wrong way. I don't know. I will look that up though. I'm not sure what the most optimal, if you're trying to really min-max your cooling. I don't know about that. I actually don't know a lot about AIO pump speed in general. Like I would not be able to hang in a conversation like that at all. Not even a little bit. Sorry. Thank you for the 500 biddies though. Bo Real with the 300 biddies says, hey Zach, finished my 7950X and 7900 XT build. First PC about 3 weeks ago. Any recommended games for 1440p? Well, game recommendations are tough, but dude, I've been going back to a Helldivers 2 kick lately. I've not played a lot, mind you, but like Borderlands has been fun. I've been playing that just because it's new. But I've been itching to spread some more democracy. And I didn't spread a ton of democracy when Helldivers 2 was really popular. But I do have an itch now for it. So I've been playing that. And the graphics of Helldivers 2 is actually very good. It's super impressive. If you can run Helldivers 2 at a hot, like with a PC like yours, it looks good. It makes you appreciate your build. Is Brett still your neighbor? Yes, but not for long. Not for much longer. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom one more time, and then I'll get this GPU in, and then we'll pretty much be done with the build. So don't go anywhere. I'm gonna run a quick ad. That way we don't have to watch a real ad whenever I actually install the GPU. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, looks like the ad break's not quite over yet. I will install this GPU as soon as it is. But what I will do beforehand is start removing these PCIe brackets that we don't need. I think the view count probably doesn't count people that are watching ads. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that's a new thing, or like I said, I never watch the live viewer count. I don't know. I don't even know why I decided to turn it on today. I just don't think I minimize the Twitch screen like I normally do. We like to put these PCIe brackets or any relevant accessory back in the motherboard box. I think I'm done with that now, though. So that's done. This is almost done, and then we got our GPU. Oh my god, dude, I am not tracking this build at all. We gotta do power supply. My goodness, I got lost. Good thing we don't have cable extensions, man. Dude, here I thought we were almost done. Oh my goodness, we didn't even install the power supply. Well, that was a waste of an ad. Dude, I think I messed up the timing of my P breaks too. I am all sorts of jacked up right now. Okay. All right, let's install. Actually, before we install this, let's remove that obnoxious sticker. Now we can install our power supply. Power who needs it? Yeah, I mean, this is an optional upgrade that I guess some of our customers want, but I'll do it. UP? Question mark? That's wild. Personally, I could never. Yeah. I'm going solar. With a PC? I would love to see your setup, man. Sounds like you got a nice view, if that's possible. Is that the burnt power supply? It's the potentially burnt power supply. The styrofoam was burnt, not the power supply. Yeah, for real though, I hope this power supply is fine. Otherwise, this is going to be a very expensive mistake. We will find out during stress testing. What does it rank on the PSU tier list? What are we using? I didn't even see. The Cooler Master Gold A50 V3. I think that's actually tier A. It's definitely at least B. It might be A though. We definitely only use A's and B's for the higher end PCs like Shadow Strike. I think that one might be an A though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or maybe it's like a B plus. I forget. It's definitely up there though. It's a good one. B plus, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All those screws are installed. Now we can plug in some power connectors. Start with the 24 pin for the motherboard. Oh, it's tier A? Am I just getting fake information? I mean, dude, I said 3 minutes ago it's either A or B plus. I've heard both answers. It's definitely one of those two. I don't know. I would look it up if I cared a lot, but I just don't because I know it's one of those. I have a 1000 watt power supply. Nice. Okay. The 4+4 and the 24 pin are plugged in. Now I'm just going to route the... This one you got to be careful though. We've made this mistake a couple times. This MWE Gold 850 V3 power supply, it's a little tricky because it has a right angle 12 volt high power connector. And if you use a graphics card that has the opposite orientation of this, for whatever reason, the orientation of this 12 volt high power connector is not standard. Or standardized. So sometimes that big connector is on the bottom like it is now. Sometimes it's on the top. So if you bought the wrong combination, then you would not be able to plug in your 12 volt high power connector here. You'd have to either plug it in upside down or get some and like have the cable route from the top, which would be kind of weird. Or get a cable extension or something. We've made that mistake before, or I've made that mistake before. Unfortunately. Okay. Here is the SATA power. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, this build definitely does not need SATA power, but we like to include SATA power, and then I just sit it here right next to the power supply. That way, if a customer goes and wants to install an RGB product or like a hub or something, they will have access to do that really quickly instead of having to get out the modular cables, possibly uninstall the power supply to get to it, etc. We just leave that there for them. New here, how often do you do PC building streams? The main PC building stream is Thirsty Thursday. That's every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. That is pretty much every week unless if I'm traveling, sick, etc. I will occasionally do Tuesday streams. I've been doing a lot of Tuesday streams recently, but that goes through phases of my busyness level and my mental health and streaming motivation, etc. But at least every Thursday. Okay, we'll route that down. And now for this 24 pin, I'm going to route this to the left of the bundle that I already have because we don't want to just zip tie it to the top because that'll create too big of a bulge, and then it'll be tough to close the case's side panel. So we'll make it beside it. Sometimes you don't want a big bulge. Carlos with the 300 biddies. Hey, Poppy Zach. I know you say upgrade to Intel these days is not worth it, but is someone that wants to upgrade and use the DDR4 RAM kits from an old build, is it worth it or not? I do it because the AM5 motherboards don't have DDR4, or correct me if I'm wrong. I go to 8700K to a 12700KF because my motherboard died 2 weeks ago. I still would not think that's worth it. You are correct. If you went from an 8700K to a 12700KF, yes, you would be able to save and use your DDR4 RAM. You will still need a new CPU and a new motherboard in order to make that happen. And that is the majority of the money. By saving your DDR4 RAM, if you have 16 gigs, you're saving like 35, 40 bucks, which is not that big in this grand scheme of a project here. So even like, no matter what, if you're going from an 8700K, I'm going to recommend AM5 all day. You're not going to be able to convince me otherwise. If anything, you could just sell your DDR4 RAM. But you are correct. AM5 definitely requires DDR5, and you will need new RAM. So DDR4 is expensive right now, but you already have it. That doesn't change what I'm saying. If anything, it makes it better, because then you could resell your DDR4 for higher on the used market whenever you upgrade to AM5. Because either way, you're still going to need a new CPU and motherboard. Saving the DDR4 RAM kit is not worth making a bad choice. You know what I mean? A Lone Wolf at the $2 super chat says, should the 9600X and 9070 get a steady 300 FPS? You can't ask PC questions like that, man. Every game is different. It all depends on your settings, your resolution, the game, etc. You will never just get yes, 300 FPS in every game. That doesn't happen. How do you feel about 48 gigs of RAM? It's fine. I wouldn't go out of my way for it. It's just not popular. There was a chance when DDR5 came out that 24 gig and 48 gig sticks would be like the new norm. And honestly, it probably should be, because 16 gigs is not enough, especially on AM5. I mean, it can be enough, but it's typically not enough. 24 would have kept costs down, cheaper than 32, but still be better than 16. It made sense, but as far as I know, it just never took off. But if you find a good deal on a 48 gig kit of RAM, go for it. Okay, power supply is now done. So, like I said about 10 minutes ago, we are finally ready to install the Asus Prime RTX 5070. The GPU SAC bracket needs slightly adjusted so we don't damage anything. Should be good. What time do you generally stream? This time, always. I only ever stream currently at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. That is the only go live time I ever have. There we go. Just gotta finagle this around the GPU SAC bracket. It kind of gets in the way. I know some of the employees will install the GPU SAC bracket after everything, which makes complete sense in terms of avoiding what I'm doing right now, like having to navigate the GPU all around it. But I don't like doing that, because installing the GPU SAC bracket with the power supply cables under there can get a little bit tough, a little bit tricky. So I'm just making sure that that is level and super tight. Like so. That looks good. Plug in the 24 pin. Or the 12 volt high power, I should say. Like so. Tighten down the GPU, and then we're pretty much done. One of these PCIe brackets feels loose. Just gonna tighten these up a little bit. There we go. What happens if the Steelers are playing a Thursday night game? Conflict of interest? I do not stream on Thursday night football. I think Steelers have one, maybe two Thursday night football games this season. Yeah, I do unfortunately cancel Thirsty Thursday whenever the Steelers play on Thursday nights. Sorry guys, I will not miss a Steelers game for PC building, unfortunately. B Huey with the Twitch Prime sub. Alone Wolf with another $5 super chat says, fair. What about Fortnite 1080p Ultra, 32 gigs? Thank you for the PC tips. I would never play Fortnite in Ultra settings. Like, most people don't want to do that. That's gonna result in like graphic fidelity that you don't need and less FPS. But if you have a 9600X and a 9070, your Fortnite performance will be fine. Like you'll be good to go. You will get enough FPS with that. Only real ballers get it. Okay, what else we gotta do? Let's just close this up. This is what the final customer cable management looks like. You guys think that they'll be accepting of that? I don't see any zip ties that need snipped. Everything looks pretty good for me. Again, this is not super aesthetically pleasing, but we do this out of convenience for the customer if they need anything SATA powered. Looks great, thank you. Close that up. Looks way better than my spider web of cables. That's the goal. Fortunately, we can't sell the spider webs. I wish we could. There we go. And then when it's all said and done, oh my god, that's heavy. There is our all blacked out. You can't even see it here. Shadow Strike PC. There we go. That's all done. The one thing I will say, the only thing I don't like about this Fantex XT Pro case is the PSU basement is not like fully enclosed whenever you take the case panel off. And then you can see like the ugly purple power supply in there sometimes. When you put on the case panel, you don't see that. It's all black down here and it looks perfectly normal. But actually, I guess I'll leave that on. But that's the only thing I don't like about it. That's real clean. This is our super clean all black Shadow Strike V3 on zttbuilds.com. Boom. Why is the bracket misaligned? What bracket? The PC, the GPU sag bracket, it does look a little... yeah. Yeah, this is... Oh, man. Oh, wow, that's a good point. It is misaligned. It's a different size than the last... Yeah, I'll fix it. That's a good call. Yeah, it is. Here, I'll show you. I was saying earlier that it's nice when you build multiple Shadow Strikes that you know exactly where the GPU sag bracket is supposed to go. But I am using a different GPU than what I was using last week, so I was actually wrong. That needs to come over one notch to the right. That's leaning a little bit. So let's take care. Oops, I definitely did not mean to do that. Let's take care of that. That's a good observation there. Can't cut corners, man. Did you actually finish the last stream commission build? Yes. It did post. It needed a BIOS update to actually post with 128 gigs of RAM, so that was annoying. It posted just fine with 128 gigs, but we had to put a random 32 gig kit in there to get it to post, and then we could update the BIOS. And yeah, it's all good. It'll buff out. Gotta be gentle with the 12 volt high power connector here. Okay. Should I leave the GPU in? Might be able to leave the GPU in. Yeah, let's actually leave the GPU in. Why is it called Shadow Strike? So, every PC that we've ever sold, or all of our restocked PCs, they're named after a World of Warcraft spell or ability. I'm a mega WoW nerd. And I just base it off of, I base which name I go with based off of the personality of the PC. Obviously, this one's just all black and shadow-esque, so Shadow Strike makes sense. Like one of our white builds is called Frost Nova. You know, the name is just based off of whatever the build looks like and like the level of performance. Like our top build right now, our highest end build, on zttbuilds.com is called Obliterate. That is a perfect 9800X3D and an RTX 5080 build. Obliterate is a very valid name for the highest end build. So I just do stuff like that. Okay, let's fix this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the GPU in here. And we just have, oh no, I can't keep the GPU in. I won't be able to screw down the sag bracket screws if I keep it in there. Kronos with the 3 Nabitty says, hey Zach, how was your day? How are the kids doing? Thank you for asking. Day was good. Kids are good. All good. A little tired. Really tired now. I was hoping I could go to bed right there, but we gotta make sure this build is dialed in. What are the specs? This is a 9700X and a 5070. Just gotta be careful removing this with that sag bracket. What is this PC called again? Shadow Strike. Yeah, I unfortunately had to do this last time I built a Shadow Strike. But it was because I was one notch the wrong way. And this just unfortunately takes a long time. Need multiple tools, make all these adjustments, etc. Views just plummeted. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. What are you building? This is the Shadow Strike on zttbuilds.com. I don't have anything more interesting build to do right now. So I am just doing a customer build. I don't typically build the customer builds. I did build three customer builds last week. We have a Monday meeting for ZTT builds every Monday. And we have this fancy like little slideshow that shows like how many PCs were built, what's the status of every PC, and one of the slides is how many PCs every person on the team built, and my number is almost always exclusively 0. But last week I built 3 customer computers. This is my first one this week, so I'm at least getting back up on the board, man. I was pretty proud of that. Having 3 on the board there. Obliterate is better value than Shadow Strike? Yeah, the value of Obliterate is really good. Really, really good. Yeah, that's an actually affordable 9800 X3D and 5080 build. We got really good pricing on that one. How many is the max build per week for the team? If we need to go all out, like we don't do all out weeks every week. Because everyone on the team has additional responsibilities. Oh, hold on. LA Army Guy with the 10 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you, LA Army Guy. We were just talking about your build. Appreciate that. Everybody on the building team has additional responsibilities outside of just building. But if we do need to do an all-out week, we can build like 35 to 40 per week, reasonably. I mean, we can. You can always build more, but I would say our big weeks are usually like in the 30 range, putting them together. But that's just, everyone's got other stuff to do. Man, this takes forever. I hate this part of this build. I hate this part of the build. Almost got this one screw is just being super annoying. There we go. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. A Titanic God gifting out tier 1 sub. Thank you. Julio with the Twitch Prime sub. Mr. Cloudy P, dude, with the 6 month. Thank you. Appreciate that. Get my guy a socket wrench. I know, like that. That is definitely needed. Yeah. There's no excuse, honestly. I have a socket wrench. I got in the garage over there. But I'm already committed to the needle nose pliers. Yes, that would be much better. Titanic God, thank you for gifting out another tier 1 gifted sub. Yep, you're right. Okay. Whew. Now we just gotta do that whole thing all over again. Just so I can move it over one more notch. So right there. Wow, that is a ton of work. Just for that. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Why do you not have any 9070 XT pre-built? The 9070s and the 9070 XTs are still the hardest GPUs to find at a good price right now. It's just unfortunate. We have the 9060 XT 16 gigs. Those are fine now. It's just the 9070s and the 9070 XTs. We're struggling to source those at a reasonable price. So I hate. Why am I missing a screw? I hate designing pre-builts and then we can't. Oh, it's right here. And then we can't fulfill them, or like we can't source the parts easily. So very annoying. What is reasonable price? Just anywhere remotely close to MSRP, really. I just don't trust it. Like as a normal PC builder, like you could definitely find one at a decent deal and be okay. But for us to buy them in bulk, we just haven't been seeing them. Dude, I need a socket wrench ASAP. There we go. Just trying to get this screw in here, man. There we go. Okay. They're $100 over MSRP? Yeah, usually. And on the NVIDIA side right now, everything other than the 5090 can be easily, here in the States, easily found at MSRP now. So, definitely got a couple NVIDIA builds in the works. Have you had any returns where hardware just doesn't work after it was returned? We have every scenario that can happen with selling pre-builts has happened. To include somebody's automatic sprinkler yard system destroying their own build and then them filing a chargeback to us because that was somehow our we've seen it all, man. We've seen it all. It gets ridiculous out here. Bingo with the Twitch Prime sub. Tag with the Twitch Prime sub. Titanic God gave it out another one. Thank you. You guys are getting the second hype train of the night firing up, man. It's supposed to be a chill stream over here. Level 5 hype train, wow. I got blocked from 6 Minecraft servers for this username. Says this guy is on crack. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There are so many people. There's good call. Good idea, man. I honestly didn't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Thank you, Northern Lights, with the 1,000 biddies and no message. That was a perfect derailment of that conversation. We don't need to talk about how mature people just don't get banned from things. I don't think I've ever been banned on anything in my entire life. Like, I see so many people like complaining about getting banned or they falsely banned me or whatever. Like, I don't think I've literally ever been banned. Like, if you just don't have egregious names, if you just follow the rules, if you don't cheat, like, you don't get banned from, like, getting banned from things is not, it doesn't have to be the norm. Get in the rabbit hole? Oh, I'm in it now. I'm in it now. I mean, it's easy to say all that now as a 33-year-old gamer dad. Like, obviously, I'm not getting banned from anything these days. But, like, even when I was younger, like, I just didn't do anything that was ban-worthy. Terms of service, crazy concept. Yeah. You mean you actually follow the rules? This guy on crack? Like, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to use that as my username? What? Like, it's just common sense, man. A lot of people see it differently, Zach. Dude, I got nothing better to do. I'm down to hear the other side of it. Like, what is the point of doing something against the terms of service? Or what is the point of doing something that you know is towing the line of the terms of service? Like why do it at all? Like, why are you wasting time with that? I personally think it's a funny name, but like, you're gonna get banned. Like, how could you invest time into a video game with a username that you know it's only a matter of time? It's not if, it's when you're gonna get banned. That doesn't make sense to me. Just for a laugh? Like, why don't you make people laugh? Why don't you try to find a way to make, if your whole goal is to make people laugh, why don't you try to find a way to make people laugh without breaking terms of service? It is possible. Like, you can do it. You can be funny without doing something against the terms of service. Okay, that is installed. Whew. Dude, I need a socket wrench immediately. People like you take anger and humor out on everyone around them. Was that at me? What? LA Army Guy with tier 1 sub. Thank you, man. Onion Bro with the Twitch Prime sub. I like something with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you as well. Level 6 hype train. My goodness. And flush cutters. Yes, I need the flush cutters as well. Hashtag get a wrench. Hashtag use the... Dude, oh my god. It is embarrassing how close a socket... Dude, I got a socket wrench probably 6 feet away from me right now. It's just on the other side of this little area right here. 6 feet away, I got a socket wrench right over there, man. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But I messed that up. But we're done. We're done. Let's get this GPU in and call it a day. My ears have been sweating today. I don't know if it's just hot down here or it is. It has been hotter. We have some hot weather this week. Hot for PA, I should say. Hot for PA in September, I should say. My ears have been sweating though. I don't know what's going on here. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, that looks much more normal. That looks perfectly straight up and down. Whew. I mean, that was a 20-minute mistake right there, man. Don't clip that. Would you be able to build my dream PC for me? No. Sorry. We have a new firm policy that Zach will not be building anybody's dream PCs any longer. Unless if it's a pre-built on zttbuilds.com. We are stepping aside from building other people's parts lists for the foreseeable future. Apologies for the inconvenience. Okay, 12 volt. That's plugged in. All right, let's... No dream PCs allowed? Yeah, definitely. Definitely not building anyone else's dream PCs for a long time. Get that close. What brand is that anti-sag bracket? It is the Silverstone GB01, I think. Definitely Silverstone. Okay. How's that look? Is that better? Oh yeah. Whew. All right, that is fixed and corrected. PC is good to go. Let me give that a once over real quick. Oh yeah. Oh dude, I just found a mistake. Oh no, dude, that is absolutely devastating. Dude, I was not dialed in for this build. I found another mistake. Oh man, dude, what is going? Dude, this is a 4-hour live stream. This one, most of you probably would not. Some of you will consider this a mistake. Whenever we build, I like to make sure all of the front fans are oriented the same way. I have this bottom fan rotated 90 degrees the wrong way. It does not matter, just to be clear. But it is one of those things where, well, if you have OCD, you're actually going to care. But it's this small attention. Gotta start over? Dude, that's what I'm thinking. It's one of those things where attention to detail is very important. Bro, it matters, yes. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I am not dialed in today. This has been a little off. I think it's the PTSD, man. Let's get a 6-hour stream. We're just gonna take a one correction at a time here. At least you take pride in your work. Keep it up. I gotta set the standard. If I allow this, then everyone at ZTT could see it. I'll tell you why it's real. This is why it's even more important than just like OCD and whatnot. Hold on, let me get something for you real quick. This is why it's really important. Let me get a pen real quick. So one of the cool things that we do... Hold on, let me move this out of the way. One of the cool things we do at ZTT Builds for our customers is we give them these little slips. This is actually how we track our builds internally, like as they move throughout the building. At ZTT Builds, we value quality and transparency. Your computer's journey has been tracked and cared for since you completed your purchase. enjoy. So we write who builds it, the date, who configured it, and who did the QA check. So for this build here, we're gonna go like, dude, I'm literally putting my name on here, man. Built by. Oh my God, my pen's not working. Zach. What's the date today? The 16th. I mean, they're gonna see that it was exactly me who built this PC. Like, I got full accountability here. This is Shadow Strike V3. This is numero 30. So this is how we track it internally, and then once somebody configures it, they'll mark it right there. And whoever QA checks it, they'll check off a couple things just to make sure. And then you get to see who actually touched your build whenever you buy it. Dude, I'm not selling a PC with unaligned fans that's got my name on it. We can't be having that, man. Your handwriting is better than I expected. I do have good handwriting. That I will admit. You have pretty good handwriting. Okay, let's fix this. I do not have good handwriting. Barkham with Twitch Prime sub. I like, again, with the 300 biddies, says, hey, Zach, how are you? I am upgrading to, or from a Ryzen 3800X and a 2080 Ti to a 9800X 3D and a 5080. Would you recommend that get a 1440p OLED or a 4K OLED? And should I get an 850 watt power supply or a 1000 watt? The power supply is easy. Dude, what are we stuck on here? What's happening here? Oh my God, what? Jeez. 850 watt power supply is perfectly fine. Just make sure you get a tier A or a tier B. I might have to re-cable manage this. As far as 4K or 1440p OLED, you can do both with the 5080. A 5080 can play in 4K. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. I would probably go for, like, I'm in a 4K, or I'm sorry, a 1440p kick right now. I am not a huge fan of gaming in 4K. I rather, like, personally, I rather have the higher frame rate. But that call is completely up to you. Both will work. For sure, with the 5080. Okay. Is there a tier on the PSUs? Yeah, go to zttbuildhelp.com and look for the PSU tier list. My personal philosophy is I'll go tier A, B, or C for like mid to budget builds. But for any mid to high end builds, like $1,250 or more for sure, I'll go tier A or B. But that's just my own personal mindset. Okay, that's installed. I don't think I need to cable manage that anymore. I think that ended up good. Actually, wow, I'm glad I missed that. Dude, I was not dialed in for this at all. I don't know what happened. Okay. I think we're good. I think we are actually good. I almost don't even want to check the rest of it because I just want to be done at this point. Got that. Front panel. I'm a Civil Air Patrol cadet. What do you think about us? That's like the high school level of military, right? Who said that? I missed who said that. I think that's what that is. I did not do any of that before I joined the Air Force. I don't know anything about it. I doubt I can even offer an opinion about it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure. Wait until the power supply explodes too? Yeah, well, that one won't be my... That's not my project. They'll deal with that one tomorrow. Titanic God with 300 biddies says, I'm totally sitting on 87 giveaway tickets. My goodness. That is quite a lot. Okay, dude, I'm done. I'm not even looking at it. I am done with the Shadow Strike V3 PC. We are signed, delivered, all done. I don't want to build PCs anymore. I am done. Dude, I'm getting a little winded from some of these PC builds lately. I've been getting kind of done with this, man. It's 11:30, dude. I gotta go to bed. What are we doing right now? That's late. $87 question mark? Yeah, I mean, you get some extra tickets. Titanic God has been here since forever, and Titanic God is typically dishing out gifted subs left and right. So that will happen. That special build took it out of you? Yeah, like, I'm like, the problems that I dealt with on Shadow Strike are nothing in comparison to last week's build. And I think that just makes the mistakes here seem more impactful, because, like, I'm still in recovery from last week's PC. Titanic God gifted out tier 1 sub. Thank you again very much. Appreciate it. I'm still in recovery. And dude, there is a chance that this upcoming Thirsty Thursday in 2 days, there is a chance that I'm building an ITX build. Oh my god. It's gonna be like, it's in the Fractal Design Terra. I'm not 100% sure if I'm actually doing that on Thursday or not. We gotta wait to see how the schedule develops over the course of the next couple days. dude, I'm just letting you know, if I go through with that, I'm gonna need to take some time off. I'm gonna need to put in some vacation time for the streaming. That could be bad. Now, I will say that the parts that are chosen are not going to be nearly as egregious as last time. But we're still looking at a small form factor build for Thursday, potentially. Cards of Life with another 1,000 biddies says, I got 170 tickets. Not sure why. Oh my god. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Titanic God with 300 biddies says, now it's 95 tickets. I'm racking up too many at this point. Hey, I mean, I'm not going to stop you, man. You do what you got to do. But just remember, I don't condone or recommend you send me biddies or gifted subs or anything to try to win the PC. That is a bad idea. I will give you financial advice. The financial advice is to not do that. There are thousands of people entered into this giveaway, and all it takes is one single ticket to win. All it takes is one ticket. Please do not treat these giveaways as an investment. That is firm financial advice. Don't do that. I'm just organizing my screws, because this is what PC builders do. Okay. When does it end, though? October 23rd is the next drawing. How many tickets should I buy as an investment? Absolutely 0. Mr. E90 with the 2-month resub. Thank you. Appreciate that. Braden with the $5 super chat says, do you think the liquid cooled GPU out of the box worth it if you're getting an RTX 5080? No. No. If you, for whatever reason, really want a liquid cooled 5080, then go for it. But the 5080 definitely does not need liquid cooled. The 5090 doesn't need liquid cooled. That is not a requirement at all. That is a preference decision. Do you want a liquid cooled GPU or not? What happened last week? Watch our... We just uploaded it today, I think. The streaming I mean, all of the full live streams instantly go live to YouTube if you want to watch the VOD. But we just uploaded our cut down version of the stream of just the PC building steps. I think that went live today. Maybe yesterday. Yesterday, or I think it was yesterday. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. I am going to call it a night. The Shadow Strike V3 is complete. Thank you guys very much for hanging out on tonight's... No, we still didn't keep it casual. We kept it decently casual. Not too bad. I wouldn't like hard consider it a casual stream. It got a little rowdy, but I think we did pretty decent. I will be going live again in 2 days from now, about 45 hours from this exact moment at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. Like I said, I'm either going to be building a Fractal Terra small form factor ITX build or another sub $500 super budget PC. Either one of those, but I'll keep you guys updated. I always post the stream schedule in Discord. You can join !Discord. We have a specific stream section in there where I post the go live notifications as well as the upcoming week's schedule. So check that out if you're interested. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Cards of Life with the 500 biddy says, got it. Skyrat with the 500 biddy says, well, brother, another great stream. Tons of fun, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the support. Skyrat, Cards of Life, Titanic God, all the people that did the subs, donos, resubs, biddies, the super chats came in clutch today. Appreciate that. And for everybody just watching the ads, because remember, the ad money that we make here goes towards the gaming PC giveaways. We've given away 13 PCs so far, now running our 14th. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you are confused about how we run the giveaways, you can type in !giveaway help. That will take you to a full video of how that works. Victor with a $5 super chat says, what custom water loop pre-built PC company do you recommend? And do you ever consider adding them to your builds? I have no idea. And no. Sorry. Yeah, I feel bad about the value on that one. But I don't track any custom water-cooled PC pre-built companies, unfortunately. And I will never consider them for pre-builds. That would definitely not be worth our time. Headache. Dude, imagine the shipping. No way would I want to do that, man. I'm getting stressed just thinking about it. Feloci Tech with the super chat says, short live stream, he said. 3 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, that one ran a little over. But thank you guys very much. I'll see you hopefully on Thursday. Thank you very much for your support. Shout out to the mods for keeping track of all the chats. Appreciate that. Have a good one, guys. Have a good night.